Greetings, I'm Caffeine Rage and I'm back with the Sunday Sampler. This week we're going to be taking another quick look at Dead Cells. This is a metroidvania rogue-lite action platformer stabby shooty thing. This is also self-published by Motion Twin, and as per usual this is a review copy and this is still in early access, but it's releasing in a couple weeks. But because it's early access, I am recording this in the early hours of July 15th with an early access build of 2018-06-26, the June 26th build, C6 1DCC37A Steam. I mean, you can see it there in the corner, but just in case you can't, I just read it off. So, this is my second time with Dead Cells. This is, like I said, an action platformer, roguelite Metroidvania game, which sounds, very schizophrenic because Metroidvania is usually a static map and slowly unlock it and with puzzles and things. But it does fit the roguelite genre just because the roguelite genre has evolved to a more overall static progression system in between individual runs. So it actually fits here, and it actually fits fairly well. So let's just go ahead and jump in with a new run. I'm just at the very beginning of my previous one after failing rather miserably. So let's start, and here we go. The prisoner's quarters. And you may notice right off the bat that there's been a fair amount of visual upgrade. A lot of more glowy effects, a lot... well, for one, the main character has a nice, rather striking red scarf and some nice glow effects on him. The game looked pretty good to begin with, and now it looks a lot better, but it gets visually busy at times. So, there's that trade-off. Get the rat! Get the rat! Oh, I can't kill the rat. That's disappointing. But yeah, during some of the more busy fights, things can get a little busy. Which is not good for a roguelite Metroidvania. Well, it's not good for Metroidvania in particular. But yeah, it could get a little much. Well, let's talk about the combat real quick, especially since we have the choice of items here. In my original video, I mentioned Dark Souls actually a fair bit. And there's a lot of comparison with Dark Souls in this game. That said, after talking with a couple people, after recording my first video about this, and particularly after playing the post-update late early access build of this, I can see where people are comparing this more to Bloodborne, or at least some people, those who have played it. Granted, I'm not played either. I'm using third-hand anecdotal evidence, but deal with it. So, Bloodborne is a more action, momentum-based, a lot more offensive game, while Dark Souls is a more defensive, plan your strikes game. And there's been a little bit of back and forth on which game it's really channeling. And I'm going to say, why not both? It really depends on your build. Going with shields, it leans more towards Dark Souls. But if you take, a secondary weapon or a secondary ranged weapon, then it leans itself more towards a more Bloodborne style, momentum-based game. And it actually favors that slightly with the timed doorways, which we may see later on. Which the first one you have to reach in under 2 minutes. Thankfully, it pauses in the opening area and also in item rooms and shops. So it's not that bad. We'll take the broadsword, and you can see it's rather slowish. And let's take the knives. That's not a knife. But there's I can definitely see room for either or. And let's just go ahead and get started with our run. Where Okay, I can just punish him. Ooh, that looked painful. Oh, and because the broadsword is a lot slower, I have to be more deliberate. Ah, damn it. Or just, you know, rely on that. Oh, and I got a item right away. That's great. That's going to help with the broadsword being slow as hell. But yeah, oh, is that a second one? Yes, yes it is. Good run so far. And more monies. And a secret in the corner, which pops up from time to time. Granted, I don't have a great eye for them, so it's more I accidentally see them every so often. Which, you know, that works. But yeah, you can see how it's really depending on my build. Like, I don't have to kill everything if I really don't want to, but the game also rewards, if you're not fast enough, it rewards, you know, take your time. Such a weird combination. Okay, here's our new progression system. Oh, and we get more monies. So this was changed actually fairly recently, where originally the game had a more stat-based building up health, building up attack. Now they've combined it into overall areas, you know, brutality, tactics, and survival, with various weapons being reflected. Like brutality and survival is helping my primary weapon, whichever is higher. Tactics is helping everything but my primary, and survival is helping my primary and one of my traps. And they all give health, which adds to a lot more. Well, I shouldn't say a lot more, a little bit more survival, because the game is still very unforgiving, and it requires a lot of patience and a lot of practice, and you are able to die fairly quickly, which I'll be able to show later, whether whether I want to or not, to be perfectly honest. So let's just grab survival. That gives a lot more health and helps out pretty much my main weapons here. And now I'm able to really just one-hit most of these. There we go. And this is a shop. No, item room. A bomb. Alright. Oh. Do I want fire grenade? Oh, yeah. Because it has a secondary effect on it, and I could just sell that for a little bit of monies. Only way I can sell it, honestly. And look, I got a grenade too. And now, oh, did my guys just find a secret for me? Oh, yeah, you can see me losing chunks of health because the broadsword. Oh, yeah, a shiny pebble. How about that? Yeah, but that's the downside of the broadsword. Okay, so scroll power, more health, and something else. Could do that. Matter of fact, let's do that. But it really tends to favor, you know, individual items or individual areas. So being able to build out helps out your... Oh, wasn't able to get over him. And right there's the end of the level, but there's something down here. Hot shop. So right there is a different weapon. Like, I really like the blood sword, but that bonus effect doesn't help me too much because I really stay at full health because I suck. Nutcracker is interesting though, but I think it's even slower than the broadsword. Okay, so let's just go to the next area. I'm not going to hit the time limit, so. But you see how, you know, death is a constant companion in this game. I think that's it, saying it lightly. So, we have our unlock system. To unlock stuff, you get schematics occasionally from enemies, and some of them are very rare drops. And you have to bring them here, along with any dead cells you have. You can see I have 7 right now. And you spend them on permanent unlocks and general upgrades, which are permanent. So I could show you what I've already unlocked. So I've unlocked 2 tiers of the health flask. And there's 4 tiers of it. 1 tier of gold reserves. That's why I had gold to start the game with. And the random starter weapons. But this, as you unlock more things, it also kind of pollutes the pool. So I'm a little conflicted on whether or not it's a good thing to focus on unlocking as many things as possible, or get mostly general upgrades until you get something that you really want to show up. Granted, yeah, I've already shown or done a lot of unlocks, so doesn't really matter at this point, does it? So let's just dump points into, I'm putting points in gold reserves. I could also do recycling so I get more money back whenever I get something I can't use. I have 7, so that's not really a lot to do anything with, so we'll just put them there. And that brings us to our next persistent, pseudo-persistent. This is mutations. These are per run upgrades that I could choose from on my list. And it adds, a upgrade that I'm able to choose from. So I can do Yager Arzerli Ox, which gives me a extra life. That brings me back at about 25% health. Get extra ammo, necromancy, which is nice. Reduces cooldown on non-grenade items, so my right trigger, grenade items, combos. Just do necromancy. Refill my flask and max out my health. But you can see how the upgrade system is a little odd because it requires you to get to the end of the level, but it's still grindable because that first area is pretty easy to get through once you get used to the enemies. And I would say the second area is also pseudo easy. It has its moments of where it could be a pain, particularly enemies that can chain hit you from one enemy to another and ping pong you back and forth. Granted, using a shield can really reduce that. I'm gonna show you a secret up here and get some monies as well. There's a blueprint here if you haven't gotten it before, so that's why I was going there. Or why I went there originally, but now it's monies. So we go up here, hit this, new enemy. Okay. Come on, drop down, baby. Ah, damn it. You can see just how much they take off now. Like right there. Oh. Leave me alone so I can heal. Yeah, unfortunately, the heal flask takes a while. Oh, they're so adorable. Their little bow and their little, murder streak. Honestly, I don't like it. Oh, the balanced blade would probably be pretty good. Yeah, I think that's better off overall. It's lower damage, but yeah. Okay. Requires a little bit of concentration. Ah. More of those. Yeah, those things are just nasty. And you can see where I mean by this requires a lot of concentration, a lot of patience. Especially when things will just eat you up. Oh. Alright, I'll just heal up. That's my last healing flask. The game is no joke, I gotta tell you that much. You can see how it gets very busy very quickly. And this is another portion where a particular power-up is required to progress because it's hiding a key that I need for other upgrades. Which is irritating, but yeah. Matter of fact, I think, yeah, this is what the key unlocks. So go up here. But yeah, the limited enemy types are both a blessing and a curse in this, where you're able to quickly get used to what enemies do, but at the same time, it could be, a little irritating to fight the same things over and over again. And like I say, I'm looking for a secret, so that's why I'm randomly jumping down. Oh, great. Hello. I'll take that. And you can see already that, it's very visually busy. Oh. I know, get good, get good. But we're at the end of the level, so I don't have to get good. I just get even. Or just die on the next level. But something else I didn't really talk about is the branching progression system. Because I didn't really have a chance to show it off. Where... Oh, I have to spend all my cells, that's right. As you unlock more and more of the runes, which I think I could show you... Yeah, you can see the... No, that's... Does it actually... Yeah, it doesn't show me the actual runes I've unlocked, which is irritating. But as you unlock more and more of the runic powers, which I actually can't on this run because it requires me to go to the other direction, you get more and more options for your branching progression. Granted, it branches out, then it comes back to a central point, then it branches out again and comes back. So it's a very hourglass figure. Yeah. But the progression allows you to kind of tailor, where you want to go, and also what you unlock to a degree. Granted, it also requires a new set of, just get good, and I'll have to say that the other progression, at least for me, is a lot worse, or a lot worse. But yeah, it's just personal preference at that point. Well, let's just go ahead and I have 6, so that's not a lot. Put in the gold reserves. And combo. And heal up. And go up. Like the ramparts, I think, is a common level, but I'm not actually sure. But yeah, I'm still torn on that upgrade system because it is grindable, unlike Rogue Legacy, where it's you know, use it or lose it. You're able, if you're can get to the end state, to really yeah, do as damn you. My roll was mistimed. And I lost the energy bolt and all that mess. Yeah, like I said, it can be very visually busy. Oh. Yeah, I'm looking more dead cells. Or just getting an upgrade scroll. That's good too. Like I've evened out, but now, yeah, tattoos is yeah, less appealing to me. So we'll do that. And I've lost the edge on my survival outside of the health it gives me. We'll go there. Go there. Go there. Go there. Go there. Yeah, I'm having to focus a little bit here. Granted, I realize I'm heading back towards the start of the level, but I was on a roll, damn it. But this kind of shows you, you know, the little leap of faith there that could have gone poorly for me because there's a lot of bottomless traps here, or bottomless pits, which eats up a fair amount of health. I'm just kind of running around the top here, though. There we go. Oh. There we go. And there we go. Monies. And power up. Definitely want more of that. And that was a dead end. Well, it gets a little bit of power, so that's kind of the point of that. The point of that exercise. Let's just keep on going. Oh, how about to the right? Okay. Less health overall, but it helps out some of my other stuff. And I'll just, throw daggers at you. And I believe this is the end of the level. Yes, it is. So, how about a boss? Yeah, it turns out there's bosses in this game, by the way. So, this is where I die. Because I haven't, this is the furthest I've progressed. But, what the hell? Let's do that. I'm just trying to think of anything else I really wanted to talk about, but I pretty much covered everything, I'm pretty sure. I will say that this is kind of a wiki game because some of the secrets and some of the upgrades are not exactly well documented. And some of the things are kind of hidden. So let's lose to the boss, and that kind of wraps things up rather nicely. Well, what are you yelling about? Oh! Oh. Done pissed him off. Ah, damn. Okay, time to heal. Oh. Yeah, that aura just comes out of nowhere. Which is kind of a dick move, I might add. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of controller lag here. Granted, that's hardly an excuse for me to die on this because, I'm bad at it. But not sure if I'm getting some interference or what, because there's been a couple times I've tried to attack and he's just kind of stood there. I think that's just, general interference. Oh, that hurt. Oh! Yeah. To be fair, I was expecting to die there because I haven't quite gotten the boss down, but I think I was getting some controller interference on that because it was behaving oddly. But Bluetooth, right? Especially living in an apartment complex with all sorts of electronics around. That's kind of the life of things. Maybe I should go to a wired controller for these, but I don't think it was really going to help because that thing has a ton of health. I just don't have its number quite yet. So I think that does wrap us up, though. I'm just looking at my notes, and there's not really a lot else to talk about. I have mentioned that the quick deaths are very possible, but did I mention that the shields... well, I could actually show that. I'll go ahead and pick up my money, just in case that matters. Let's see, so I could show that the shields actually do give a global kind of force field. And does a rather nice stun. Matter of fact, let's just see if I can get to the Tom doorway. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just picking up things. No, I don't want that. Yeah, the timed runs almost feels a little bit more luck-based, to be perfectly honest. Okay. Yeah. I'm not getting this one. First, oh, no, maybe. What was my time on that? I wanted to show the time door. Oh, yeah, 119. That actually works. Granted, I have no sales to give. And necromancy. Heal up. But hey, I wanted to show what the doorway has. Granted, I'm in the toxic sewers, which isn't exactly my strong point, but it works. Like right there. 36 seconds remaining, so a lot of dead cells, some monies, a power scroll. So yeah, well worth it if you're able to get the momentum. Ah, damn. And this does show, you know, there is more than one biome. But yeah, I think that... Oh, and also more enemy. Oh. Yeah, there's a dick move. That was hard to see. Come on. But yeah, I think we pretty much wrap things up, though. I don't really have anything else to say about this, and we're just kind of killing time now. I just wanted to really show some of the, see if I could show off the timed doorway. At least the first one. I have been able to hit the second one before. But, yeah, after that point, it starts to get a little sketchy. Oh, that's less than ideal. Ah. Yeah, there we go. I have enjoyed this, but it's the price point I'm a little iffy on. That's the big thing. Because this is a $25 game right now, with talks of it potentially going up more expensive. And that just seems a bit much to me, at least for what you're getting here. But if you're a fan of the genre, I would say it's worth it. But know what you're getting into. Oh, that hurt. But yeah, I think we're pretty much done here. So as always, constructive feedback is greatly appreciated. Either in the comments below, or if you don't really have anything to say, but want to let me know that you've enjoyed, and or, hey, there's the appropriate buttons are there, and subscribe. If you see more of the Sunday Sampler, because it has been a bit since I've actually done one of these. Oh, that's progression. We won't do that. Leave that for other videos. Maybe. But yeah, feedback is greatly appreciated, either in the comments below, or if you don't really have anything to say, but want to let me know that you've enjoyed and or hated this. And well, thank you for watching, and I'll be back with the Sunday Sampler, hopefully next week, because it has been a few weeks since I've had something actually decent. The summertime lulls. I'll see you then.